Hey man, it's all
How
good, brother. It's all love,
how's
man.
it going, man? How's it going over there?
Hey, it's going good, man. I mean, we're all stuck at home. What can I say? I mean, good is like an exaggeration, obviously. We're all stuck at home. What about you, man? You doing all right?
Not too bad, bro. I mean, I live with my parents. It's quite entertaining. I mean, they have a lot of stories to tell. They're much older folks from South India, and now it's been a time for like storytelling and, and knowing a lot about my family history and all that stuff. Like, you know, this has not been too bad. And also working at home and making songs from home is trying my best to keep my heads up, trying my best to like stay positive. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. I think you and I included, we're considered a
Mm.
group of lucky people. We can work from home. Maybe we can say
Yeah.
that some of the best
Yeah.
work is done from home as well. So I think we're quite fortunate. So we should be thankful. Mad blessings for
Yeah.
all that good stuff as
Mad
well.
blessings, man. Yeah,
And
bro.
that,
My heart goes out to the ones that are like truly hit by this virus, man. People that have lost their jobs, retrenched, pay cuts, and all that. That is terrible. I don't know how they're holding up. I mean, if anybody that's watching this right now and you guys are like majorly affected, my heart goes out to y'all. Man, just hope that we quickly turn around from this and things go up, you know?
yeah, 100%, man. Stay at home and stuff like that. Do our part,
Yeah.
to stop the
Yeah.
virus from spreading.
Yo,
Raja,
is it
what?
true that wait, y'all gonna extend it 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we're gonna extend it till the 28th of April. So I think it's a good thing. I think it has to be done.
Yeah.
With Ramadan around the corner and stuff like that, people are gonna want to go around. So I think it's good
Mm.
that we're stuck at home. I think
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
Yeah, bro.
You know what, Young Raja? I've
Yes.
actually like come across you in the studio a couple of times. We've like
Mm.
said hi a couple of times, but we never actually met. We're gonna talk about how to write rap songs today, okay? Which is interesting. It's not
Okay.
really how to rap, but more like how to write rap songs. But before we get into that, really quick, I want to touch on how did you start to rap in the first place? Did somebody tell you, "Hey, man, you should do it"? You know, did you like start singing karaoke or started to be a
It's a
fan of
good
somebody?
question. I've always had the interest in wanting to rap like Eminem or rap like, like when I hear a song and I'm like, wow, this sounds cool. Like this sounds cool. Like that's the first feeling that I have. Like when I listened to Eminem song when I was like 8 or 9 years old,
Right.
and my first instinct would be I want to try doing that. When he did that fast thing, like I want to try doing that. So I've always had that interest in trying to emulate rappers from the time I was a kid. It was around the time of 15, 16 where I was able to do it right, like do it properly. Like I can actually rap like Eminem and then not mess up. And then my friends would like see that and be like, "Hey, not bad, sir, dude. You can rap, blah, blah, blah." But it was always like a party trick, you know. And it never became like anything more than that. I never thought of it as like, oh, this could be a career or whatever. And then I was just a huge fan, man. I mean, still I am a huge fan of hip hop, a huge fan of rappers. And whoever that I really like, I really idolize them and really like repeat, like loop their albums and listen to it over and over again. And then around the time when I was 21, and then Faris Jabba,
Yeah,
know
yeah,
this
Faris
guy.
Jabba, 100%,
He's my best friend. He was like, "Bro, I think you should do this, man. Like you're pretty good at it." And until that point, I never thought of myself as anything more than just like a party trick kind of guy.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
more than that.
Yeah.
Never had the confidence or like never believed in it enough to think of it any highly. But Faris saw that it could become something. I realized that he was the one that put that idea in my head, and then from that point onwards, it became a lot more real than it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like starting out with like Mustafa. Obviously, we know Mustafa. You're writing about your favorite place to hang out. So,
Yeah.
what came first? Was it the rhymes or was it the beat? Because
The
obviously
beat.
you guys work together in Singapore and stuff.
Yes.
With like Jabba and all that.
Me and
You got the beat first.
Yeah, so Flight School is the guy that I've been working with for the past 2 records. He made Mustafa and Mad Blessings. So he's a genius, bro. He's like really good at producing. Like this guy is mad with the sounds. He knows like quality. He's at a different level. So I met him. We were working on stuff. We made a couple of songs before Mustafa. Oops, you're lagging. Oh, you're still here. Okay, cool. Before Mustafa was made, we made a couple of records trying to feel which direction we can go, like with me. Like he was trying to feel out where he could go with me because we were collaborating and I was his first signee at MO3 Records, which then became Major Famous, and now he's working at Universal. So that's another story. But he was trying to get the feel of what I could do as a rapper, right? So we're just working it out, made a couple of demos, and then one day he played the beat of Mustafa, which was like partially made, and he already made it for some other occasion, and it was just sitting in his hard disk. So he played the beat, and I was like, whoa,
Fire, that's hot.
Yo, that's hot. That's hot. Pause. That's super hot. And then he was like, yeah, bro, it's hot. And then we started working on it, and then we were literally thinking of what could we talk about that we both know about. I'm an Indian guy, he's an Indian guy. And almost every Indian person in Singapore, or non-Indian person as well, would go to Mustafa, right? I mean, personally speaking, I have gone to Mustafa all my life, right? All my life. Because all the stuff that my mom and my dad want to get, it's all there, right? So, and he resonated with me on that level. And we were like, oh shit, yeah, bro, Mustafa sounds like the word, sounds like the theme, the song. And we went on to make it, and everything else is history, bro. Like it was just one night, one night's spark that led to it becoming like my first single and everything. So shout out to Flight School, shout out to the whole team for writing from that. It's wild, man.
Right. Okay. Real quick. Talking about Mustafa, let's talk about the rhymes, right? Let's talk about the lyricism of Mustafa, right? How long did you take to write Mustafa, and compare that to how long you took to write Mad Blessings? Was it a very different process? Did it take like a much shorter, much longer time? What was it like?
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Well, Mustafa was a much easier process because it was a lot more fun and a lot more. I'm just messing around, like let's just. Like it's a party song, right?
Right.
So it was more on. It was my first time where like it was a project that I knew it meant something. So the writing was, I was just trying to get it right. I was just trying to create something with Flight School, something that bangs, right? My focus was on something that slaps. So my flows and everything, I was thinking along those lines. Whereas for Mad Blessings, how that came about was. I told Zeke, who's Flight School, I told him like, bro, I think we should make a song called Mad Blessings because I keep saying these words like all the time.
Right.
At that time, it was that time where I would always say in my Instagram captions, bro, Mad Blessings, man, this Mad Blessings, that Mad Blessings. I would always throw that phrase around all the time. And I had the idea that, you know what, Mad Blessings sounds cool. Why don't we make it into a song? And then he was like, yeah, 100%, let's make it into a song. So, and then we started making the song. And the content of whatever I was saying in the verses were a lot more resonating. I mean, bro, come on. I mean, Mustafa had said, I got girls like groceries. I put them in a car. Like, I'm just messing around.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Mad Blessings goes deeper. Like, it runs deeper.
Mad Blessings goes a little deeper. Mad Blessings is a real, like, it is more me than, more real to me than Mustafa. I mean, I'm not saying Mustafa isn't real to me. It is, but it's just deeper, lah. Right. So Mad Blessings 100%. Was something like the lyrics. I felt the lyrics more, and I wanted to write something that is real and it's heartfelt. And because of the fact that Mad Blessings was the phrase that I resonated with at that time a lot, so I wanted it to be from the heart. So the writing process for that was more natural, more authentically me, and I enjoyed it as well. I mean, both processes were uniquely different, and it was a great learning point for me to like know how to write these type of songs, a party song, and then a song that is more like it's just different processes, but it was great for me to go through the motion.
Yeah, I mean you're still very early on in your career. It's very interesting.
Very early.
2 songs out, 2 very different kinds of songs as well. You hear all the time about these very seasoned songwriters where they have like a little journal that they take around, they write stuff in. Obviously, you don't need a book now. You got your phone. You can just punch stuff into your phone. You can even do like voice clips. You can leave yourself a voice note of I don't know, a super hot like 808 or something, right? Whatever. Is that what you do? What do you do?
Yeah, we do that all the time. Like sometimes I'd literally be hanging out with my mom, and then she would say a word in Tamil, that I probably heard before and I haven't heard in a couple of years. You say this word, and I'm like, wow, that's a cool word. Like if I could rhyme that word in English, like rhyme that Tamil word in English, that would sound fire. So I would write it down in my notes, and then like, or if we were to just be out and just doing something else, like having dinner, like something completely non-music. Suddenly I would just think of something, think of a line, or think of a melody idea. I'll quickly put it down in my notes. I think this is something that every artist go through as well. But for me, like I explore a lot on the language, the duality of Tamil and English. I explore a lot of that. So for me, it's more on the lyrics than melodies and melody lines or song references. For me, it's always like what sounds interesting in Tamil and what sounds like an interesting concept to rhyme with. So I always like explore that duality between Tamil and English, which is very interesting for me. Like it's the lifeline of me doing what I do. If I don't have that interesting process, right, I think I wouldn't enjoy my career as much.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes us so unique as well here in Malaysia and in Singapore included, because we have so many languages, so many different cultures in one place. You got so unique people like you know, like Faris Jabba, like I also know one. We've got Alif as well, so like from Singapore. You know, we're just mixing it up all the time, which is really fun. Yeah, Raja, thank you so much for your time today. I don't want to hold on to you for too long, so I'm just going to really scroll real quick to just take a couple of questions that are... Okay, so before you came to join this live, we had somebody actually ask if... Well, she didn't ask if you were single, but she actually asked how long you plan to be single. So I assume that it's common knowledge that you're single. I don't know. Is it common knowledge? I don't know.
I swerve from the question every time somebody asks me that. I swerve from it.
Okay, let's just swerve from it right now. Let's swerve from it.
Let's swerve from that. This is very tricky
let's
question.
steer clear that one. I want to talk about. I mean, you're spending a lot of time at home. It's been a year since. I mean, more than a year since Mustafa. About 6 months since Mad Blessings.
Yeah.
What's next for you, man? What's coming out next, man?
Oh man, it's exciting, bro. Like I think what we are planning on for the rest of the year. I mean, this is if things get better and we get back to the regular programming. But even if it doesn't, we're still planning for some exciting stuff this year and next year. A lot more songs, a lot more collaborations, a lot more exciting projects than the last two ones. I mean, the last two ones were set up in a way where 2018 was Mustafa and then 2019 was Mad Blessings. Everybody was asking me, why am I just releasing one song a year? Because at that time, our situation was different. We were in a smaller label, independent label. We didn't have much resources to like put out, create, and like, you know, we just didn't have enough support then. Now it's like we're part of Universal, Def Jam, much bigger framework, and we have all the resources that we would need for creating, just for creating, you know. So definitely more records, definitely more collaborations, just more stuff for the fans or for everybody, the people that are staying at home, more entertainment for them. Paris just came out with Kala that came out 2 days ago. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Have you seen it? It's fire. That's our first project.
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Go watch the video, man. It's hard. It's shot by the same guy who did Mad Blessings and Mustafa.
Right.
Video.
Go check
like,
it out. Yeah.
Like he's our boy, and so that song, that's our first project for the year, and we're gonna have more projects that are already lined up. So just stay tuned, bro. I'm excited to share them when they're out.
Really excited for you as well. I'm sure when you drop new music, we're gonna have you in the studio again at Fly and Air, obviously when all of this blows over. And lastly, anything to say to all the people who are in this Instagram live right now, all supporting you, all your big fans who've been waiting for you to come on. Man, any shout outs for them?
Oh man, I just gotta say thank you to everybody that is watching this. The people, even the people that didn't tune in. If you're from Malaysia, Singapore, if you like gave them enough to watch this live, like I am so thankful and grateful that you guys like just wanna support and wanna love and wanna show love. And that, like, coming from a place where I'm at, it means the world, because that is the difference between doing something meaningful or not meaningful. Like, I find meaning in this connection that I have with these amazing people. Whenever I go to Malaysia, the kind of love that we get there, even here in Singapore, the kind of love we get here, like, that adds a lot of life and meaning to what I do, and it does mean the world to me. And I just want to say thank you to all of y'all that have been supporting us for the last 2 to 3 years, 2 years, and can't wait to entertain you guys more and give you guys more to enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. One more question from me before I let you go, dude. How'd you keep your hair so nice, man? Look at mine. I haven't got a haircut in like freaking 3 weeks, man. I look like crap, dude.
I gotta tell you the secret. So my length is number 4 here. Okay, let me show you this.
Dude, you do it yourself?
Yeah, dude. Because I knew that we were gonna get quarantined, right? I knew that we're not gonna leave our house anytime soon. So I bought myself a razor from Amazon.
Damn.
And I put in the thing and I just like zam, and it looks like it looks pretty neat. All you need is another mirror to see the back. Oh, thanks, bro.
Like, I would never guess that you cut your own hair. I mean,
I do have a boy that cuts my hair all the time, but now that we cannot leave our house, I was thinking like, okay, I have to strategize a way where I still look fresh from inside. I know there's still gonna be meetings on Zoom like all the time. People are still gonna look at my face. Bro, try this out, man. Like learning how to cut your hair at home, it's quite a dope thing.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see how that one goes. Yo, Young Raja, thank you so much, man. It's back to bed for me, so I'm guessing it's back to bed for you too.
Yeah, bro.
Well, we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Shout out to you and your family as well. I hope everybody's well.
Thank you, bro.
Take care, brother.
Thank you, bro. Likewise, man. Keep everybody safe there, man.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
Peace, brother.
Fly FM, today's hottest music.